You know, it's something I really don't get about.
Yeah, so at a point you have to really sit down with yourself and say, hey, I most likely have a mental illness if I can't figure out what exactly it is that I want in life. Um, this woman, it just sounds like she has ADHD. Really sit and think about what you want in life, and then we'll talk if we do. But either way, gentlemen, welcome back. I've got another compilation for you. This one's on regretting hookup culture. Sorry about the start there. Kind of hit me by surprise, but let's get into it.
Modern day dating. The game playing, bro. Like, you see all these videos on TikTok. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but it's like toxic things to send someone, or like ways to make him jealous or stuff like that. And I'm just like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Why are we trying to start a relationship on the foot of, ooh, I made him jealous and now he wants me? Can we be so for real right now? And if it's not the playing games thing, it's the too scared to hurt someone else's feelings thing. When did it become that leading someone on and not telling someone, hey, I just don't like you like that, is better than just being honest? When I was single, I would have so rather have had someone just hurt my feelings and say, I'm not interested in you, than to string me along and be like, oh no, I'm just busy, or I just have a crazy schedule. You make time for what's important to you. I don't know, man. I'd like to start a petition. No more game playing, no more dishonesty. Just be freaking up front. It's so much easier.
I figured.
Alright, well, women need to go ahead and post stuff like this on TikTok and get the word out to the other ones. Glad this one at least has somewhat of a head on her shoulder here, even though she sounds like one of the bros being like, bro, man, I don't know. I don't find that attractive in a woman. Speak like a woman. Be feminine. What's the next one?
Since I've been sharing so many stories about my narcissist ex-husband and narcissist man I had a 3-year-long affair with.
Man, I should have a counter every time a woman starts their story with, my ex was a narcissist. Go off.
I figured I should start talking about some other relationships that I've had at my time at the gym, because they weren't all narcissists. Narcissistic tendencies, yes, we all have them, but yeah, let's go. So
Thank you for stating the obvious.
after my ex-husband and I split, I joined Bumble, and I matched with a guy who I had met at the pool from my gym club the previous summer, and gorgeous, gorgeous man. So we went out a couple times. He did tell me that he had like recently broke up with his ex and whatnot, and then New Year's came along, and I was seeing if he wanted to hang out with my friends and I. We were on the phone, and he just kept beating around the bush. I knew, I was like, they never fucking broke up, did they? No, they didn't. But I make my bed every day now because of him. Not too long after that, I
Maybe that was too quickly, but I missed the part where that matters at all. Ugh.
went on a trip to Miami with some gym friends, and
Of course.
after that trip I knew monogamy was the only way for me. Not too long after that, I started
What?
seeing my affair partner again, my twin. He was still married, and I didn't have a lot of self-respect at that time, so I was still also dating around. I went out with this one guy once, but he was almost 10 years younger than me, and that was just too young. And the universe made me eat my words. This guy who was 7 years younger than me was hanging out with my friends and I, and we honestly just organically started a relationship. And let me tell you how everyone hated it. Everybody. It's fucking weird. And I think it's because it was like so organic, and we were just publicly having a lot of fun together. I had told my twin I couldn't see him anymore because I was seeing someone who I genuinely liked, and we could be out in public together. My twin started fucking hating me from then. So a month goes by and things just didn't work out. We broke up at a 90s theme party. I was dressed as Britney Spears. Yeah, I made bad decisions that night. I'm gonna regret this video.
Yeah, exactly. But for somebody who claims to want to have a monogamous relationship, you're not doing a very good job here. It sounds like you're just messing around, having a good time, and that is not going to lead you where you're going to want to end up. Let's be real. Let's be real.
Yeah, I don't know. So then I decided to give this guy a shot who had been pursuing me for 4 years since I had joined the gym.
What?
He was definitely a narcissist.
So much to unpack here. Gents, don't spend 4 years in the friend zone or pursuing somebody. Not worth your time.
And I quickly realized why I didn't give him a shot the first 4 years. We hung out for maybe like a month, and then he had a whole list of things that he did not like about me, and stretch marks and cellulite were on that list. Again, 4 years of him pursuing me. I ended that and then got back to seeing my twin, and in the meantime, he was already sleeping with my ex-best friend and plotting my fucking downfall. And now I'm a year celibate.
If you're a straight,
I severely doubt it. What a shit show. I think we're far enough into the video where I can cuss a little bit. I just don't know how else to put it other than that. No kidding, she's having a hard time. What's this next one?
girl and you're thinking of applying to Yale for the men, don't. Just don't. Long story short, they all want one thing, but I have a theory for this. Listen, I'm just gonna read you a little journal prompt, and hopefully that explains why I would recommend this to anyone. Okay, so I read the prompt and it's a little too personal and depressing to read on camera. The reason most guys at Yale just want to hook up with you is because like they spent their whole ass fucking dedicating themselves to getting into Yale, whether it be like for athletic reasons or academic or whatever, or both. And because of that, they were like unable to fuck around, or, you know, most. They have all these girls and they get here and there's beautiful, funny, smart, amazing girls, and then there's the guys who look like string beans. And even though homeboys, they look like string beans, they have these beautiful, smart, funny girls and an abundance of them, so they have the option to choose, and so they do. Simple as that. But I will say that like juniors and seniors, they tend to settle down because they realize like hookup culture is kind of whatever. But anyways, that's my hot take on it. Honestly, not even a hot take. Ask literally any girl at Yale who dates men.
Well, for the younger gentlemen out here that are trying to make a university choice, maybe Yale's where it's at. But for real, I think you just need to be the most attractive guy in the room that has some social skills, at least some social skills, to pull women when you're in university or college or whatever you want to call post-secondary where you are. You'll stand out, care about your body, care about your looks. You do well enough in school. Hey, if you get a little bit of money from mom and dad, go out on dates, you set yourself apart from the other guys. Let's move on.
Okay, get ready with me while we talk about one of my favorite topics, and that is dating in college. So I'm not even like a year out of undergrad, but I moved away to a different state, and I just feel so far removed at this point, and I just want to talk about things that I wish I had realized and taken into consideration more. Being in college is like the one time in your life where you're going to have just like an insane amount of people in your area that is dateable and easily accessible to you. So with that being said, date and have those experiences, but don't put so much pressure on yourself to get into relationships. Just have fun with it. That boy you have your eyes on in the frat is not going to be detrimental to whether or not you're going to get a husband. Your worth as a woman is not going to be determined by how fast you can shotgun a beer.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause. I meant to pause that a little bit earlier, but anyways, yeah, one person could severely mess up your life. Horrible advice, but go ahead and keep on talking, I guess.
Was the girl that literally overstayed her welcome in a frat. Learn from my mistakes. If you want to date the younger guy, go for it. It's super fun. But you have to be mindful that they want to have these experiences just as much as you do. So when they're not ready to commit to you, you should have seen it coming. But I do want to note that doesn't mean that a man gets to treat you with disrespect, especially if these men are giving you indications that there was something more, but there probably was never going to be. Once you graduate, literally nobody cares. Everything's gonna fall off and you might feel lost, like, oh my gosh, I literally don't have a personality anymore. Like, that was me, but guess what? Everybody moves on, life goes on. If you're gonna date multiple people in the frat, just be prepared that you're going to be talked about. Doesn't make it right, but it's gonna happen. If you're gonna be actively dating and having these experiences, whether it be within Greek life or on your college campus, you're gonna be talked about. Don't let it get to you, because nobody will care once you're gone. The most important thing is to understand that you know your truth, and that's all that matters. If you didn't get a ring by the time you're ready to...
Oh my god, your truth. There is no your truth, there is the truth. This woman. Like, oh, what frat was she in? Shrek University? Looks like Shrek's daughter, my god. I don't get it. Are standards that low? On.
Graduate, or if you're not in a committed relationship, I'd say you won. And I'm saying this because dating just gets more fun when you're out in the real world, whether that be in your job or wherever you decide to go. Looking back on where I was this time a year ago is crazy and kind of makes me cringe a little bit, but I just have to remember that those are experiences, and you just can't be regretful because it makes you who you are today. And remember, at the end of the day, after you walk that stage and get your diploma, there's a whole new round of freshmen coming in, and your name is a thought in the back of a lot of people's heads. At the end of the day, just have fun dating in college and stop putting so much pressure on
yourself. Alright. Wow, I mean, I could have I could have summed that one up for you. Really standard, hook up with as many guys as you can, but don't expect that they'll take you seriously, because not a lot of serious stuff happens in college. I only have one friend that you know, has been in a relationship since high school, and well, I have a lot to say on that. But anyways, that's it for this one. Yikes. Pickup culture, am I right? Coming straight from the coming straight from the source. If that's what you intend to do, I'd say do it while you're young, because the dating market outside of your 20s are not the best. Have your fun while you can. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope that you have a good day. I'll catch you in the next video. Always do your due diligence. Bye for now.